Pisces, and today we're going to be doing placenta creations inspired by my beautiful sister Shayla. She's going to be my first client. My adorable nephew Wolfgang was born. Yes, I know it's a cool name, but what we're going to be doing today is a little placenta art, which it'll be a tree of life. We're also going to be creating a raw placenta smoothie, and we're going to be doing placenta pill encapsulation. And just a quick disclaimer, yes, I'm wearing a scrub top, not because I'm in any medical profession or anything of that sort. This is just my mother's scrub top, and I'm using it so she could be in spirit today as we go through this process. What is a placenta, you guys are probably wondering? Well, let's look at it. It actually gives all the nutrients from the mother to the baby. This is the placenta. This is the umbilical cord. Just keep an open mind and not say this is gross, because if it wasn't for placenta, we all wouldn't be here today, right? Okay? Why are mothers eating their placenta? That's a good question. The proper word for it is placentography. It's dated many centuries ago that it's a traditional thing, natural way. A lot of mothers feed it for themselves or to their babies. It's believed to, although there's no scientific study, it's believed to increase breast milk, decrease postpartum depression, postpartum bleeding, postpartum insomnia, all those type of things. But, I mean, you never know until you try it out, right? So today, that's what we're going to do. First, we're going to start with, we're going to clean it, of course. But I'm going to do a placenta art, which is something I think is kind of cool. Let's just kind of put it back in here so it could get a little bit more bloody. We're going to place it on here. Okay, so that's going to be our tree of life. I'm going to take this and place it over here, just so it could dry a little bit. We're going to just start cleaning. Ooh. I might want to have that in the drain now that I think about it, because we don't want that to go down the drain. So we're just going to be trying to clean all this blood out. This is a little pocket. Just want to clean all this out. Kind of looks like liver. Cleaning out pretty well, if you could see. This is actually where the baby was at, right here. Clean that part out. And you can clean it just with water. You also can use a little vinegar if you want. We actually poured a little bit of vinegar on it in it. Make sure you could get out as much blood. And this right here, you gotta see that? You gotta push that out of the umbilical cord. That's where the baby gets the nutrients. We're also gonna be cutting that up as well. So on to the next. I'm just gonna cut a little piece of the placenta. That could come too, I guess. And did a little piece of the umbilical cord. This is gonna go into the raw smoothie. But before we make the raw smoothie, we're gonna put all the ingredients in first and then put the placenta part in last. So you can have honey, but I forgot to get honey, so we're just gonna put a little syrup in here, ice, and whatever you really want to mix it with is up to you. I got berry banana blend. It's gonna taste like a smoothie, guys, so don't worry. And we're gonna put little cranberry juice. You can choose whatever you want. Let's blend these parts first, and then we'll put the placenta in there. Sure, this is nice and smoothie material, and we're gonna add the placenta last. Placenta is in there. Time to grind it up. I'm gonna grind that in there too. You can't even tell. Smells like strawberry bananas. It's gonna be good. So this is the pre-interview. We're just gonna ask my sister here, which is my client, how she's feeling before she has encountered any of these placenta creations. So how have you been feeling after you had your baby? And we have Wolfgang. It's my nephew. He's so cute. I know.
Yes. I feel great.
Have you been having any mood swings?
No, never.
What about your milk production? How is that going?
Yes, that's an issue.
Okay, so you need more increase of
milk.
Okay.
Yes.
So Ruben.
Yes.
How do you feel like her mood has been, or how she's been after the baby?
Yeah.
Well, it's been an influx of different emotions.
I would say personally, as her sister, for the last 48 hours, it's been a little bit cheap.
Right.
But we're gonna see if it changed just a little bit. We're gonna give her her placenta smoothie.
Refreshing.
Does it taste like placenta to you, miss?
No, it tastes like strawberries.
Awesome. Also gonna put the pieces of the umbilical cord too. And I decided you could choose whatever you want to steam it with. I think garlic because it has antibacterial properties, so that's what we're gonna steam it with today. Basically, why we did the raw placenta smoothie, because you get the most nutrients from the smoothie, of course. But this is part of the pill encapsulation. Just gonna place this in here. Turn this on high. And let that sit in there and steam. Okay, so our placenta is not steaming. So I'm just gonna grab it out of here. Ooh. Okay. Still steaming a little bit. That's a done placenta right there. Steamed, ready to be cut up. Okay, so you're just gonna cut the steamed placenta up in as small pieces as you can, and it's pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna put it in the dehydrator, and I have all my pieces on the dehydrator. I put wax paper. You could choose to do that if you want. Just make sure the middle part is open, and I'm actually gonna put it on a little bit between 105 and 115, and we're gonna get it started. And it actually takes about 8 to 10 hours to fully dehydrate. It'll turn into like a jerky, so that's when we grind it, and then we'll put it in the pill form. And as you know, the raw placenta smoothie was actually had higher nutrients than the pills will, but this will also help. So we're pretty much done with everything today with our placenta creation. So let's go over them really quickly. We have our placenta art, which is a tree of life. It could have came out better, but it's all into interpretation. And when you do it yourself, you do it any way you like. And we also have our raw placenta smoothie, which has the most nutrients in it. But make sure the mother drinks it within the first 24 hours. So I'm just actually going to pour the rest of this in here. Whoop. So we can clean that up. And of course we have, move this out the way. We have the steam stuff, it's dehydrating the rest. So we're going to have to come back for the rest of the pill encapsulation, which basically will be grinding those pieces up and putting it into pills for consumption. So this is our placenta art. I'm gonna try to keep the blood of the placenta natural tree. I'm gonna make a tree with a little background, some grass, and it'll be nice once it's finished, but we're gonna start that off tonight. I mean, the placenta's dehydrating, might as well continue to create the juices, get them flowing. And we're done with our placenta art. This is our tree of life. We try to keep the consistency still with the placenta blood and everything. Just adds a little bit of color to it. Then family, where life begins, love never ends. Shout out to Wolfgang because it's, you know, from his placenta. And that's done. Still waiting for the placenta to finish dehydrating, and we'll be back. Hey, it's y'all feisty, and we're back with our dehydrated placenta. So let's check it out. It's dehydrated. We have this row, and we also have this row. Basically what we're gonna do, we're just gonna put it in the blender over here since we don't have a grinder. If you have a coffee grinder, it might be a little bit easier. This one might take a little bit of time, but that's what we're gonna use today, just to grind it up so we can get a nice powdery pill form for the encapsulation.
Well, at least they got it done in one day.
So this, like I said, is gonna take a little bit longer when you're blending it up over using like a grinder. But if you don't have a grinder at home, then just use your blender. Okay, so this is it blended up into as powdery as we can get it. I just put it in a plastic container. I'm gonna do it by hand, so it should be about 100 pills or so. For my sister, it might be 80 because we did use some for the placenta smoothie, so it might be a little bit less. And I have a candle over here. The smell is kind of tart, so you might want to light up one of those. So this might take maybe 30 or 40 minutes. Okay, so finished all that powder as much as I could. I wasn't counting the time, honestly, because I took a few breaks, but we almost have about 80 pills here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe them off before I actually put them into a plastic bag, container, whatever you want to put it in. And then mommies can take them once or two times a day. Just want to say thank you to my brother Frankie for shooting this great, wonderful video today. Yes, that was great. That's great. Yes, thank you to Frankie. And thank you to my beautiful sister Shayla. Here she is right here. Yep. She inspired this video today. And all our placenta creations. And we'll also be keeping you an update on basically a reaction video. See if it works. See if she has an increase in milk production. That's her goal, her desired goal for this whole entire process. So stay tuned. Thank you.